Hello everyone. I think we can all agree that the RTS genre is one of the oldest and has shaped many of our childhood memories like nothing else. So today I'm bringing back some of that nostalgia along with some modern RTS titles that you might not know yet. To keep things diverse, I only included one title per franchise. And as usual, we will start from the oldest. Let's get into it.
Done.
Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. Who doesn't know this legendary game? It was the origin of Dota, which itself has now become an old game. I still remember playing it back when I was a kid, and it's truly unforgettable. This real-time strategy game from Blizzard features 4 unique factions: human, orcs, undead, and night elves. Each has its own units, buildings, and strategies. The game introduced hero units that gain experience, level up, and cast powerful abilities. The single-player campaign is divided into chapters for each faction, offering a connected storyline with high-quality cutscenes and voice acting. Warcraft 3 set a new standard for RTS design and storytelling.
I stand for the light. Of course.
Stronghold Crusader HD is a classic RTS that focuses on two key things: building a strong economy and raising a powerful army. It's simple but not easy, and that's what makes it so fun. Based on the original Stronghold, this version adds more maps, scenarios, and smarter enemy AI. You can play fast and risky, or slow and safe. Every mission gives you different challenges, from light enemy waves to full-on invasions. Whether you're a longtime fan or a new player, this game offers endless replay value and solid medieval strategy gameplay.
اركب مثل الريح الفرس تعدو.
Rise of Nation Extended Edition is often seen as a spiritual successor to Age of Empires, and for good reason. Some of the developers work on it and it really shows. You start in Ancient Age and progress through the eras up to the Information Age, unlocking new technologies, units, and building as you go. The game mixes real-time battles with strategic elements like territory control and resource management. It also has great replay value thanks to its diverse nations and massive scale warfare. Oh, and right now it's 75% off on Steam, so it's a perfect time to grab it if you haven't already.
Moving out. Splendid. The stronghold is complete.
Warhammer 40k Dawn of War brings the dark, futuristic world of Warhammer into intense RTS actions. Its core gameplay focuses on squad-based combat, where units are grouped and upgraded together, creating dynamic frontline battles. Instead of traditional resource gathering, players capture strategic points to generate requisition and power, pushing aggressive territory-based play. Each faction, from the heavily armored Space Marine to the fast-swarming Orcs, offer unique tech trees and tactics. With strong emphasis on map control, reinforcement mechanics, and cinematic-style combat, Dawn of War delivers both strategic depth and fast-paced warfare.
Here, I will.
Empire Earth 2 is a legendary historical RTS that offers large-scale battles across 15 epochs and 14 civilizations. The game includes detailed systems like the Citizen Manager and War Planner, giving players more control over economy and tactics. In 2025, it shows its age in graphics and pathfinding, but the core gameplay is still engaging. It's not beginner-friendly, but for fans for classic RTS games, Empire Earth 2 remains a title worth remembering and revisiting. The Battle for Middle-earth 2 is a classic RTS and a personal favorite of mine. Set in the world of Lord of the Rings, it features intuitive gameplay, iconic factions, and a soundtrack that brings the films to life. Controlling Gondor, Elves, or Mordor feels rewarding and straightforward, making it accessible yet satisfying. The game has aged well, and its many modes keep it fresh for longtime fans. For those who grew up with it like me, it's more than just a game. It's a pure nostalgia and strategy combined.
Crew deploy. Time to kill some crowd.
Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game set in the World War II that broke away from traditional RTS norms. Instead of gathering resources manually, players capture territory sectors to generate manpower, ammunition, and fuel. Its dynamic cover system, destructible environments, and squad-based tactics offer a more grounded tactical experience. Each faction feels distinct with unique units, doctrines, and voice work that add immersion. Even today, many players consider it one of the most well-designed and enjoyable RTS games, with a gameplay experience that continues to hold up remarkably well.
Push the traitors from the sector.
Star Wars Empire at War blends space and land battles in a large-scale RTS set in the Star Wars universe. Its cinematic battle and strategic galactic conquest mode let players command iconic factions across the galaxy. While its unique control and pacing can feel clunky at times, especially during chaotic space fights, the experience remains rewarding for Star Wars fans. The dedicated modding community has extended the game's lifespan with content covering Clone Wars, Old Republic, and beyond. Despite its age, it's still a go-to RTS for fans of classic Star Wars strategy.
Commence attack run.
StarCraft II remains one of the most polished and versatile RTS games to date. With its deep gameplay mechanics, multiple modes, and strong sense of progression, it offers long-term replay value for both casual and competitive players. The flexibility on how you approach builds and strategies keeps the meta fresh even after years. While some players still prefer the grittier tone and simplicity of the original, especially for custom maps like Turret or Sunken Defense, StarCraft II stands as a modern benchmark for real-time strategy done right.
Hellbat coming through.
Total War Shogun II is often praised as one of the most refined entries in the Total War series. Its gameplay is tight and well-balanced, with a beautiful aesthetic and immersive sound design that pulls players into feudal Japan. While it lacks cultural diversity seen in other titles due to its focused setting, the depth and polish more than make up for it. Strategic battles, a strong campaign, and a well-optimized performance make this a standout RTS that still holds up today as a fan favorite and genre benchmark. Cossacks III offers classic RTS gameplay that appeals to fans of large-scale battles, base building, and tech upgrades. It brings back the old-school charms of commanding huge army and fortifying defenses, all wrapped in a familiar 17th-18th century setting. The game is content-rich, especially for its price, and even more worth it during a sale. While not groundbreaking, it delivers solid, nostalgic strategy fun without the bloat or confusion of many modern RTS titles. A great pick for those who miss traditional RTS experiences. Northgard blends Norse mythology with accessible yet deep RTS mechanics. With its focus on territory control, resource management, and clan-specific bonuses, it offers a fresh spin on base building strategy. The game continues to receive solid launch support, including smarter AI updates, a rarity for modern games. It's especially enjoyable for solo players who want a balanced, relaxing experience with just the right amount of challenge. Whether you're into mythology, micromanagement, or just thoughtful strategy games, Northgard remains a strong recommendation. Ashes of the Singularity Escalation is a large-scale sci-fi RTS that offers polished gameplay, solid optimization, and an intuitive interface. The game stands out with its huge battle across vast maps and a focus on resource control that keeps the pace intense. Skirmish mode in particular is a great for casual play, offering a surprisingly relaxing RTS experience. While more factions will be welcome, the current unit variety is already impressive. It's a great option for players looking for strategic depth and scale in the modern RTS.
Yes, my lord. I hunt.
Battle Realms Zen Edition is a nostalgic RTS classic that still holds up today. Its returns brings back strong memories for many longtime players, while improvement for modern hardware make it more accessible than ever. The game's unique unit system and distinct art style continue to stand out, while there's room for small updates like the inclusion of more language options. The core experience remains engaging. A great pick for fans of traditional RTS games with a strong Eastern-inspired setting. Steel Division 2 is a deep and tactical World War II real-time strategy game focused on the Eastern Front. With a strong emphasis on positioning, timing, combined arms tactics, it rewards careful planning and battlefield awareness. The Army General mode stands out by offering large-scale operations rather than isolated skirmishes, adding a layer of strategic depth. Each nation brings unique units and playstyles, making every match feel different. While it has a steep learning curve, those who enjoy historically grounded RTS with complex mechanics will find it a lot to appreciate here.
New construction options. Building.
Command & Conquer Remastered Collection brings back two genre-defining RTS classics, Tiberian Dawn and Red Alert, with upgraded visuals, remastered audio, and tons of extras. For longtime fans, it's a faithful and polished return, packed with expansion missions, bonus content, and modern quality of life updates. For newcomers, it's a chance to experience the roots of real-time strategy, though the classic gameplay may feel dated compared to modern titles. Still, it offers a valuable look at how the genre evolved. Whether for nostalgia or historical appreciation, it's a well-crafted remaster worth exploring.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Iron Harvest is a real-time strategy game set in an alternate history with dieselpunk mechs. Its main appeal lies in its setting and visual design, which feel fresh compared to most RTS games. The campaign is straightforward and easy to follow, and the core mechanics are simple enough for new players to pick up. However, the game focuses more on presentation than depth. Unit variety between factions is limited, and maps are few, which can affect long-term replayability. There's no official map editor or full mod support, so community involvement is restricted. Still, it offers enjoyable skirmish battles and a clear, accessible style that works well for casual RTS fans.
What's happening? Now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Age of Empires 4 might not be the ultimate favorite for longtime fans, especially those who grew up with Age of Empires 2, but it's the one I choose because it strikes a good balance between classic RTS elements and modern improvements. The graphics are much more advanced, the UI is clean, and the overall presentation feels more up-to-date. The gameplay is solid, not overly complex, but still deep enough to enjoy. It's accessible, visually polished, and gives a fresh experience while respecting the core identity of the series. That's why Age of Empires 4 stood out to me.
Anglo-Saxon.
Starship Trooper Terran Command is a straightforward but enjoyable RTS, especially for fans of the Starship Trooper setting. The campaign is fairly long with enough mission variety and challenge to stay interesting. While the graphics are simple, the atmosphere well supported by strong sound effects and a fitting soundtrack. It doesn't try to reinvent the genre, but what it offers, it does reasonably well. Its biggest drawback is the lack of replayability once the campaign is finished. There's a little reason to return. Dune Spice Wars offers a challenging real-time strategy experience where learning through failure is part of the process. The game doesn't explain much beyond the basics, so players are expected to explore its mechanic politics, economy, espionage, and factions abilities by trial and error. Each house plays differently with its own strength and tech tree, encouraging replay and experimentation. Battles are slow and decisions have long-term consequences, so patience is key. For those willing to invest the time, it becomes a rewarding and complex strategy game. Age of Mythology Retold brings the classic RTS back with noticeable improvements. The graphics have been fully updated and the gameplay runs smoothly even on older PCs. Core mechanics like the human versus myth unit versus hero triangle remain intact and still fun to play around. The increased population cap and more frequent god powers allow for larger, more dynamic battles. AI pet finding is improved and overall optimization is solid. The campaign voice acting isn't as strong as the original in some places, but mods can help with that. As a remaster, it stays faithful while making the right upgrades. Sins of Solar Empire 2 revised the classic formula of the original with improved UI, better pacing, and solid faction balance. While it lacks a story campaign for now, upcoming updates promise new units and a fourth faction. The gameplay feels familiar but smoother, and the base game already supports competitive matches. Some areas like zone design and diplomacy feel weaker than in Sins 1, but strong modding support offers exciting potential. If you're into large-scale space RTS and enjoy the original, this is a solid follow-up worth picking up, even for newcomers to the series. Warno is one of the most realistic modern warfare simulations available. Its unmatched depth and authenticity make it a valuable tool even for a real-world leadership training. The game offers a huge variety of Cold War units, complex battlefield tactics, and impressive content. While it has a steep learning curve, every match teaches you more about positioning, logistics, and coordination. I've spent many hours with it, and I find it both educational and genuinely enjoyable. If you're into deep tactical gameplay that reflects real military doctrine, Warno is absolutely worth playing.
Where do you need to set?
Age of Darkness Final Stand offers a solid core concept with a survival RTS twist that's still enjoyable despite some rough edges. The visual art design, though animation feels stiff and performance can stutter. The campaign deviates from its survival roots and leans more into traditional RTS missions, which feels like a missed opportunity. Still, the atmosphere is strong and the developers are active in patching the game. If you enjoy dark fantasy RTS and can accept a few flaws, this is promising titles that likely to improve with time. Tempest Rising is a solid modern RTS heavily inspired by Command and Conquer, featuring classic base building, sidebar UI, and familiar unit counters. While it nails mechanic and offers smooth gameplay for fans of the genre, it struggled to capture the personality and world building that made older titles iconic. The campaign's art design, but the story and setting feel underdeveloped. Still, this is a strong foundation and one of the few recent RTS titles that offers real promise. Fans of classic RTS will find plenty to enjoy here and reason to hope for more.